Hey YouTube, how's it going? I'm your host Joss and welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hang out with me until the end of this video where I will do some comment shoutouts. Today I'm opening up the floor to talk about why some actors aren't getting booked for big movie roles anymore. We see actors go through phases where they book the leading roles in practically every movie to not booking anything at all. There has to be a reason why. Well, with a little bit of research, I was able to give you guys the details with today's list of top 10 famous actors that can't get good movie roles anymore. Let's get started. Starting off our list at number 10 is Rob Schneider, the hilarious actor well known for his work in comedy films. He was once taking on big roles starring in multiple movies next to other big stars like Adam Sandler. In the 1990s and early 2000s, he was everywhere. But nowadays you don't really see much of him anymore. Many would say that his time has passed. He's done a lot of the same comedy which had him playing similar parts each time, and casting directors are probably looking for something more fresh and new. It doesn't help that some of his movies received very bad reviews and he was even sued for one of them. Back in 2010, investors sued him for his straight-to-DVD movie called The Chosen One because they wanted to recoup their investment since the movie didn't do very well. That doesn't really paint a pretty picture for other casting directors wanting to really work with him. It's been a few years since we have last seen him on a screen as Rob in the TV series Real Rob. Now his movies are mainly found in discount movie bins at the store, and his latest booking was a video game back in 2018. At number 9 we have Julia Stiles. The actress first rose to stardom in the early 2000s with movies like 10 Things I Hate About You, Down to You, and Save the Last Dance. She took home a number of Teen Choice Awards during the prime of her career. Her career was expected to blossom from there, but it took a turn for the worse when her movies A Guy Thing, Mona Lisa Smile, and The Omen all crashed at the box office. The actress spoke on her career and told an interviewer, and I quote, "I think audiences, producers, and directors included develop crushes on actors and then lose interest and move on to the next one." She did admit that there are a handful of actors that are able to sustain interest throughout the years, but sadly she wasn't one of them. She hasn't been seen since 2017 when she booked a role in the TV series Riveria. She is rumored to be in an upcoming movie called Hustlers where she booked the role as Jennifer. The movie has some big actors in it like J-Lo, and apparently alongside her is Cardi B. Stiles can't be found in any of the behind the scenes or promotions that are currently out, so we're guessing that she's a secondary role or character, which is a great job to book, but nothing compared to what she used to do. Taking the number 8 spot on our list is Hayden Christensen. His career should have taken off when he played Anakin Skywalker in the Star Wars trilogy. However, he received more praise for his other work before that, in A Life as a House and Shattered Glass. When auditioning for the role of Anakin, he was chosen for the role over 1,500 other possibilities. It was unfortunate that his performance didn't wow anyone like his other work did. He took home 2 Golden Raspberry Awards for Worst Supporting Actor. Since then, the actor says it's been hard for him to find work ever since. He says that people can't get past his Anakin character and could only book some smaller roles in some films. For 3 years, he was in films that received negative reviews and even worse box office results. After that time, the actor said he pulled the plug on acting and bought a farm with his wife and kid instead. He has to make a living somehow, and acting just isn't cutting it anymore. In the last 4 years, he's only been credited for 4 projects on IMDb, and none of them that are recognizable. And at number 7, we have Ashley Greene. Her career took off when she booked the role as Alice Cullen in the Twilight movie series. Between the years of 2009 and 2012, Ashley Greene racked up 5 Teen Choice Awards for her role, and she was even named Superstar of Tomorrow at the Young Hollywood Awards in 2012. It looked like her career would continue to take off from there, but over the years it kind of just fizzled away. None of the movies she booked after that took home more than $1 million, except for her movie The Apparition in 2012, which made $15 million. However, the budget for the film was $17 million, so it wouldn't be considered a win since casting directors and agents want actors who will bring them some money. Since then, she's had a hard time finding decent work, and nothing compares to her years with the Twilight franchise. Sliding into number 6 is Vince Vaughn, a very successful actor who has a huge list of movies like Old School and Wedding Crashers. He's mainly recognized for his comedic characters, which might be the reason he stopped booking lead roles over the years. A pattern began to unravel in his career where he only played the same type of character actor over and over again. Some would say that his charm has worn off. He's been out of the spotlight for some time now and turned to the production side of things, where he has quite the list on his resume. He hasn't given up on acting though, he does book whatever he can get his hands on. He's done some films which made it into film festivals but not theaters, and he might be returning to a bigger movie with Liam Hemsworth. In October 2018, it was rumored that he'd be doing a movie called Arkansas, but nothing has been mentioned ever since then. We're not sure what his role would be or if it's really happening. All we know is he hasn't starred in a big Hollywood movie in years. Halfway through our list at number 5 is Catherine Zeta-Jones. She was wildly popular in the early 2000s, where she had great success for her movies, even taking home the Best Supporting Actress Oscar for her role in Chicago. But over the past decade, her career dwindled away, and according to Catherine, it's because of her age. She spoke out on the issue during an interview and said, I quote, "It's not that there aren't great stories to be told about women in their 40s, it's just that the big bosses in Hollywood feel that the demographic of moviegoers are less interested." During the years of 2014 to 2016, she had 0 credits to her name. Since then, she booked a small role in a TV series called Feud, and more recently booked a role on the show Queen America. The show's network, however, is Facebook Watch, which is a video-on-demand service operated by Facebook, which I've never heard of, so many people haven't even heard of it or seen her show. The show ran for a season in 2018 and has yet to be confirmed for another one. Alright guys, at number 4 we have Katherine HEIGL. The actress was once taking the lead in every movie in the later 2000s. Back to back, she starred in Knocked Up, 27 Dresses, and then The Ugly Truth. At the same time, she also starred on the TV hit series Grey's Anatomy. As time went on, she was no longer able to book the lead in big Hollywood movies like she was known for doing. One big reason why could be that she dissed some of the movies that she worked on. She publicly spoke badly about her biggest blockbuster hit, Knocked Up. She told Vanity Fair in 2008, and I quote, "It paints women as shrews, as humorless and uptight. I'm playing such a bitch. It was hard for me to love the movie." She also went on to diss her time on Grey's Anatomy and even pulled herself from the race for an Emmy nomination. She hasn't had the best reputation over the years, and it didn't help when Forbes reported her as Hollywood's most overpaid actress in December 2013. They stated studios' return on investment of just $3.50 for every $1 she was paid. That's nothing when you compare it to an actress like Natalie Portman, who is $42.70 for every $1 paid. Needless to say, we haven't seen her in a Hollywood movie in years. You can find her playing a secondary role on the TV series Suits, and that's about it. At spot number 3 is Chris Owen. Back in 1999, the actor made a name for himself by playing Chuck Sherman, aka the Shermanator, in the hit comedy movie American Pie. He reprised the role for all the films and even in the spin-off American Pie Presents Bandcamp. Outside of the franchise, he had other success in shows like Seventh Heaven and The Mentalist. However, his career faded and he was off the Hollywood radar for a number of years. In 2014, New York Daily News reported he was working as a waiter in a restaurant in California. In the interview, he said, "Life doesn't always go the way you planned. I love acting and this job lets me stay in the fight." The good news is the article helped him book 2 small film roles after it was published. Since then, he's been able to pop up in a few things here or there, like an episode on Criminal Minds back in 2016. We can't blame the guy for trying. I have some serious respect for him. Alright guys, at number 2 is Matthew Fox. He had a successful acting career taking on roles in the hit TV series Haunted and Lost. However, over the years he's made a name for himself as one you don't want to hire. He attempted a movie career which never really took off. Both of his movies, Alex Cross and World War Z, were box office flops, and his role for one of them was mostly cut out of the final product. In his personal life, he's made some nasty headlines, including allegations from former co-stars that he beats women. One allegation came from a woman accusing him of hitting a female bus driver. He's also been charged with a few DUIs. He publicly talked about giving up on acting, which also makes it harder to cast him. During an interview, he said if he doesn't get quality opportunities, he won't take anything at all. This is probably why he has no credits to his name since 2015. Taking our number 1 spot is Drew Barrymore, a very successful actress who grew up in the spotlight. She began as a child star and her career continued to take off from there. The reason we don't see her anymore is because she no longer gets booked for roles like she used to. However, she is okay with it. She has made it clear that she will only take certain roles because she wants to be a good role model to her daughters. It limits the option for casting directors to hire her, which is why she turned to the producer side of things. And just like her acting was successful, so is her production company. She teamed up with Jimmy Fallon's wife to create the company, which has some successful hits like How to Be Single and Santa Clarita Diet. This is why you can see Drew starring in the Netflix series, because she actually produced it. It probably would have been different if she didn't produce it, because we haven't seen her in a big Hollywood hit since the movie Blended back in 2014. I personally still love her though, she's the best. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this list and give the video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Now let's take a look at some comments from my other videos. R. Grimes says, I'm glad you mentioned Get a Clue for Lindsay Lohan. I feel like it's kind of been forgotten. Oh my god, no, I love that movie. I actually have it on DVD. That's how much I like it. Melissa Coburn says, I would be happy with whatever they offered me if I was an actor. Yeah. So would I, but I guess when you make that much money, you can be a little pickier about it. DEA33 says, guess Marvel will regret not casting Rousey. You know, I have been seeing a lot of comments of people saying that they wish Ronda Rousey got Captain Marvel. I mean, I don't totally hate the idea, but Mathletic Dragon says, I love Hollywood gossip. Well, it's all over our social media feeds anyways, so I think we might as well just talk about it. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. I'm your host Joss, and I'll see you next time.